Yeah, guys, in this video we are going to discuss about the oblique projectile motion from a certain height. Previously we learned about projectile motion, and we have discussed a lot of concepts based on that projectile motion. Even in advanced level we have discussed. So now here let us discuss about the oblique projectile from a certain height, KS1, right? So here horizontal projectile. Here what we are doing is from H height, right? From H height building, what we are doing, we are projecting an object, right? We are projecting an object horizontally. Here initial velocity is u. This is initial velocity. With initial velocity we are projecting an object, right? So here initially this is your velocity. Ux is equals to nothing but u itself, but uy is equals to 0. Do remember that. So you are projecting horizontally means there is no vertical velocity initially, that is why uy is equals to 0, right? This you should remember, okay? And next, after, as usual, acceleration along with x-axis is 0. That is why at any point in the path the horizontal velocity is u only. If you want to find out here, horizontal velocity is u itself, okay na? Clear? But coming to along with y-axis, along with vertical, the acceleration is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. Because of this, after some time what happens, the vertical velocity gets increased. For example, here this is a vy, right? And here the vertical velocity increases. You see the length of the vector. Here it is always same, u only, but here this vy greater than this vy. Okay, now here the velocity will be greater than this. Here the velocity along with y-axis will be more greater than this, because as the object is reaching Earth, it increases. Clear now? So because there is an acceleration due to gravity, right? So from this, if you wanna solve anything if you wanna solve, just you have to use sy is equals to uyt plus half ay t square, right? For example, if you want to find out h, right, h is equals to uy in the sense 0 plus half gt square. So from this h is equals to, yeah, h is equals to half gt square, right? This is the formula for the height along with y-axis only, right? Height is, so h is equals to root from this you can able to find out how much time does it take to reach the earth, right? So what is time? If this is a formula for height, and here from same thing you can continue to find out the time also. From this you can write 2h by g is equals to 2h by g is equals to t square, right? And at the same time from this t is equals to nothing but root 2h by g, right? So height is half gt square. Simply, very simple, you can use this formula, you can find out, right? And next, one more thing is the range. The horizontal distance from the foot of the projectile to the point where the object strikes the earth is called range, right? So if you want to find out range, what you do, range is along with x-axis, right? So that is why range is nothing but horizontal speed into time, right? What is horizontal speed here? U. I said at any point horizontal speed is same u. And what is time? Root 2h by g, right? Horizontal speed into time, this is the root 2h by g. This is the formula for the range, okay? At the same time, if you want to find out velocity at any point, for example, this is the point where it has taken t time, right? For example, from here the point of projection to here it has taken t time. Now if you want to find out velocity at this point, you know very well the velocity always tangent to the its path, right? So here this is the velocity vector, okay? So this is nothing but velocity vector at this point, right? This is nothing but velocity vector. Now if you want to find out, right, velocity vector, you can write like this: velocity vector is equals to nothing but ux I cap, sorry, not ux, just vx I cap, right? So Vx I cap plus Vy j cap. Clear? So here you must remember one thing, ux is always constant because there is no acceleration, right? So velocity is equals to Vx in the sense u I cap plus, what about Vy? So if you want to find out, this is Vx, this is nothing but Vx, this is nothing but Vy. Now how will you find out Vy? The Vy will be considered as V is equals to u plus at, right? So Vy is equals to uy plus ay into t. So from this, what is Vy here? Vy is equals to uy 0 plus gt. So means Vy is nothing but gt, right now? So gt j cap, u I cap plus gt j cap. This is velocity at this point. For example, if you want to find out with how much the direction of v cap, right, you always consider alpha with horizontal, right? This alpha gives the direction of the projectile. So from this, tan alpha is equals to for alpha opposite side is nothing but Vy, right? Vy by Vx, that is equals to, what is Vy here? Just now we found here gt by Vx is nothing but u, right? So from this you can get tan alpha is equals to gt by u, or else alpha is equals to tan inverse of gt by u, right? This is the angle. If you want to find out, for example, sometimes they'll ask you with how much angle it will strike the ground. At that time also you can use this equation, okay? So this is the alpha. And next one more thing which you can use here is like yeah, if you want to find out magnitude of this velocity, this is vector form, right? If you want to find out magnitude of velocity is equal to nothing but root of x component square plus y component square, right? This is the formula to find out velocity at any point, right? And next one more excellent question I'll tell you. Previously they have asked, for example, just imagine I have thrown an object horizontally with like 20 meter per second speed. At the same time, from the same height I dropped an object vertically, right? Same object, two objects I have taken. One object I have thrown vertically with the 20 meter per second speed, and another one I have dropped vertically down. Then which one reaches to the earth first? Simultaneously I left both. I have done this, right? Now you might feel that this object will reach to ground. No, it's wrong. Here they both will reach the earth simultaneously. Okay, they both will reach the earth simultaneously, because initially if you observe here, for both the objects uy is equals to 0, right? If you drop vertically also uy is equals to 0, if you throw horizontally also uy is equal to 0. That is why they both reach to the earth simultaneously, right, at a time. And one more thing is, if you observe here, the time formula is nothing but root 2h by g. So means the time doesn't depend upon the velocity you are throwing, right, in this condition. So that is why they both reach the earth same time. Clear na? So likewise many questions will be asked. And next yeah, hope you understand, right? If you have any doubt, then you can make a comment, right? At the same time, what is the final velocity that the object is, the velocity which it is the ground? Let's find out the velocity with how much. Yeah, let's find out the velocity at this point while hitting the ground. Okay, shall we calculate? Yeah, let's calculate the velocity at this point, right? So as I said, same thing we have taken we have already derived one equation right here. V is equals to u square plus gt whole square, right? Here if you use let us find one more equation like v square, let's apply v square minus u square is equals to 2as, right? Here vy square minus uy square ay esy, right? Now so here vy is equals to velocity at the point of striking the ground. Okay, don't forget that. What is vy? At this point the velocity, right? So vy is equals to vy minus 0 square, right? I told you, right? uy is equals to 0, and next 2gh. So vy is equals to vy square, right? Yeah, vy is equals to root 2gh, right? And vy square is nothing but 2gh. Now what you can do is simply in the place of your vx, you can substitute this at this is the condition, especially when the object is hitting the ground. You do remember that, right? Now so now v bar is equals to, v can be written as the velocity with which it hits the ground is u I cap plus 2gh root 2gh j cap, right? So now if you want a magnitude, then what is the formula? V is equals to, magnitude is equals to root of u square plus, what is vy square? 2gh. Okay, now for this vector, this is the magnitude formula, right? Likewise you can easily find out the velocity at the point of hitting. Like it looks like v square minus u square is equals to 2gh only, right? Yeah, that's fine. And next, coming to the right, still anything that we have to discuss? Yeah, if they ask you at what angle it hits the ground, for example, at what angle, here all the angle should be right. At what angle it hits the ground, same formula again. I told you here, right? What is that? Tan alpha. In this condition, tan alpha is equals to vy by vx, right? Then vy by vx, then vy by vx, then vy is nothing but vy is nothing but vy is, yeah, root 2gh by vx is nothing but u, right? So alpha is equals to tan inverse of root 2gh by u. This is the I'll take, bro. Thank you. Okay, so alpha is equals to tan inverse of root 2gh by u. This is the angle with what the object strikes the ground, right? And next, for example, one more important point is, for example, just imagine let's have a straight line here. Let's have a straight line from here to here, right? So this is a displacement, right? From here to here, it is called displacement, and this displacement is making angle beta, right? It is making angle beta. Now if they ask you to, from this beta, what you can do? If you take tan beta, from the diagram it's very clear that tan beta is equals to opposite by range. Okay, na? So tan beta is equals to opposite by range. From this, h is equals to, you can find already h value, h formula. What is h? Half gt square, right? Tan beta is equals to half gt square by, and range formula. What is range formula here? See, here you got, right? U into root 2h by g, u into root 2h by g. Directly you can remember this formula, you can solve the problems. If you want, like you can use this also. Okay, na? So from this you'll get tan beta is equals to gt square by 2u root 2h into root g, right? If you solve this, you'll get, for example, like root g get cancelled, 2h right here. So if you solve furtherly, then you'll get whatever you answer you want, but you should remember here the beta is nothing but opposite by like adjacent, right? Opposite is height and adjacent is range, right? Now okay na? So it is very clear. You can get here also like range, right? H and range is u into root u into. Also you can simply, instead of doing all this, simply you can write tan beta is equals to h by, what is h here? Let me take, we'll have some new relation here. H in the sense nothing but half gt square na, half gt square by what is r? Range is nothing but ux, u into t, right? You can write simply u into 2, then t get cancelled. Now what is there? Tan beta is equals to gt by 2u. Tan beta is equals to gt by 2u. So what it is also a simple relation which you can able to find, right? Yeah. And of course they have asked PYQ on this question. Okay, so while striking the ground, tan alpha is equals to how much? While striking the ground, this is the tan alpha, right? Hope it is very clear. So many concepts we have discussed here. Next, coming to the next, right? So this is the case where we have projected horizontally. Now in this case we are going to project by making an angle theta with the vertical. Here what you are doing is, let me use white color. Here what you are doing is you are making angle theta here vertical, sorry, by making angle theta with horizontal, with the u velocity you are projecting. As usual, we know very well this u can split into ux, u cos theta and u sin theta, right? So it will split, and as it is, but before case there is no initially vertical speed, but here ux is equals to u cos theta, uy is equals to u sin theta, and ax is equals to 0. There is no acceleration due to gravity along with x-axis, and ay is equals to minus g. We are projecting upward direction, right? We are projecting upward direction, and here ay is equals to minus g. And one more thing is, that's it, you have to use this, and it is from the h height building, right? So here, to solve problems on this topic, whenever they are projecting an object from certain height building in upward direction like a projectile, now what you have to do is you must follow one sign convention. That sign convention is nothing but everything upward is positive you take, everything downward you take negative, right? Now for example, let's have sy is equals to uyt plus half a y t square, right? Now so from this equation sy is nothing but minus h. Why it is minus h? The h is downwards from the point of projection, right? Minus h is equals to uy is nothing but u sin theta, and u sin it is upward, right? Plus u sin theta into t plus half minus g, because acceleration due to gravity downwards, right, into t square, right? Then you can write h is equals to, from this you can write h is equals to minus u sin theta into t minus, so plus it becomes, right? I send this minus this in, plus half gt square. Like by using this equation you can able to find the time, and then whatever the physical quantities they want to ask you, then you can able to find out them. And one more thing should remember, from here to here, this is the point of projection, right? from the same level. Here also whatever the velocity will be there, the same velocity will be here also. Okay na, because at the same level it will be have same velocities. At the same time, here it is nothing but u cos theta only, here it is nothing but u sin theta only, but direction changes, right? And if you wanna, if they ask you find out time from the same level, simply you can use t is equals to 2u sin theta by g. But if they ask further, here to here time of flight is 2u sin theta by g, but here to here, right, it is, you have to use this equation, you have to find out the time, right? From this you have to find out the time, then use the time to find out the range, right? Range is nothing but horizontal distance into time na. So now what is horizontal distance here? Horizontal distance is nothing but u cos theta into t. This t value you should get from this equation, then only you could able to find out this. Okay, clear? It's clear now. This is the formula for the range. And next, while striking, just imagine this striking with v velocity. Now you have to find out with what velocity the object is striking and with what angle also you can able to find. Just imagine this is vx and this is vy. As I said, along with x-axis, there is no acceleration. That is why vx is equals to always u cos theta. What about vy? Vy is equal, as usual, you have to use u plus at. If you know time, you use u plus at. If you don't know time, you simply use v square minus vy square minus uy square is equals to 2ay sy, right now. So while solving this equation, vy downward side, of course you can write directly vy square minus uy square, right? Uy in the sense u square sin square theta. What is uy? U square sin square theta is equals to 2ay. Ay is nothing but minus g, right? Yeah, minus g. Sy is minus g into minus h. Here also minus vy square, right? So likewise you have to substitute, you have to find the vy, then you can use that value to find out the this angle alpha or b, right? V is equals to nothing but bxi cap plus vy j cap. Hope you understand well, right? So likewise, for any equation, you do remember one thing, you have to apply this sign convention. Everything upward is positive, everything downward is negative, right? If you find out, then you will get the, right? So from this, let me continue this, right? Vy square is equals to u square sin square theta plus 2gh by that's it, right? Yeah, u square sin square theta plus 2gh. This is the vy square, no need to buy. Okay, right? And now if you want a vector, v is equals to vx means u cos theta I cap plus u square sin square theta plus 2gh j cap. Here root also should be there because this is vy, not vy square. Okay na? Now if you want angle with alpha, you know very well, tan alpha is equals to opposite, means vy by vx, right now. So from this, alpha is equals to, let me take tan alpha only. Tan alpha is equals to, what is vy here? Vy is nothing but from this root of u square sin square theta plus 2gh by bx is nothing but u cos theta, right? This is the angle that you have to use. Hope it is very clear. right? Not only this, I don't know time, right? That is why I used v square minus u square is equal to 2as. If you know the time, then you can use vy is equals to uy plus ay into t. This is also you can, according to your wish, according to the given data, you have to solve the questions, right? This is from the projectile motion from certain height. Now the third case will take this second case, right? Now coming to third case, in this case what we are doing is just we are projecting with u velocity. This time what is happening, the projectile is making an angle theta below the horizontal, right? This is angle theta. Then what is ux? Ux is equals to nothing but u cos theta, and uy is nothing but u sin theta. Uy is equals to nothing but u sin theta. Ux is equal to nothing but u cos theta. From this yes, and then next what are the physical quantity they ask? If you want to find out how much time, this is h height, right? This is h height. If you want to find out time, then you can use, first of all you have to know one thing, ux is equals to u cos theta, uy is equals to u sin theta, and ax is equals to 0, ay is equals to minus g. And only if you have here, no need to minus g also, because you are projecting along the right downwards, right? You can use only simple sign convention, that is g downwards now, or else you can use the sign convention, everything is upward is positive, everything downward is negative. That also can be worked out here, but for everything you have to apply sign convention. For example, h minus h you have to consider like that, okay na? Or else only simply you take only sign convention to the acceleration due to gravity. Ay is equals to 0, I mean ay is equals to g. That's enough, right? Now here if you take sy is equals to uyt plus half ay of ay t square. By using this formula, sy is nothing but h is equals to uy, means u sin theta, right? U sin theta into t plus half gt square, right? This is the formula to find out the time. By using this formula you can able to find out the time. By using this time you can able to find range, right? You can able to find range. So range is equals to horizontal distance into time. What is horizontal distance? U cos theta into t. This is the formula for range, right? And here I said this sign convention also, right? Shall we try it once by using this sign convention, then you will get clarity. So if you observe carefully, what is sy? H is downward side, minus h is equals to, and u sin it is downwards, minus u sin theta into t plus half ay is also downwards only, minus g t square, right? So if I send this minus this side, then h is equals to u sin theta t plus half, minus cancel, right? Half gt square. See, right? Whatever the sign convention you use, you will get the same. That is up to you, your wish. And next, if you want to find out a velocity at any point, for example at this point you want to find out velocity, then what you can do, again you have to find out horizontal component and vertical component, right? From this you can able to find out it's a velocity at here, right? So for example, if it is velocity v, this is the v. Now what is vx? Let me have it. Yeah, what is vx here? Vx is nothing but u cos theta, no doubt. It's never changed because there is no acceleration, right? And next vy is equals to what you, how do you have to end? Uy plus ay into t, right? Now v is equal to u plus at. What is uy? U sin theta plus g into t. this is Vy. So from this you can able to find out V is equals to u sin theta plus gt, right? V you can write as u cos theta plus u sin theta plus gt, right? This is I cap and this is j cap. This is the velocity. Or else what you can do, one more equation, if you don't know time, v square minus u square is equals to 2as. Okay, let me check once either it is recording. Yes, it is recording. Yeah, so v square minus u square tas, that means vy square is equals to uy square plus, if you send this side, us square plus 2ay into sy. Okay now, so not only for this, even the final velocity which it is strikes the ground, also same formula directly you can use. Okay, vy, then vy square is equals to u sin theta, u square sin square theta plus a into g into h. Clear? So from this a into g into h. Okay, now this is vy square. Now what is v bar? Velocity is equals to vx. Vx is what, Nana? U cos theta I cap plus u sin u square sin square theta plus 2gh, right? Not a, yeah, 2gh j cap, right? If you want magnitude, let me have white color here. Yeah, if you want magnitude, what you can do, the magnitude of the velocity is root of u square cos square theta plus u square, what is vy square? Root will be cancelled, right? Here I should write root, do remember, because this is vy square. What about vy? Vy is under root, so I should write here root. Don't forget that. U square sin square theta plus 2gh. Now what happens here? U square you can take common, then cos square theta plus sin square theta value is 1, so that u square plus 2gh. This is the equation for velocity, right? So from this I can tell that if I send root that side, v square is equals to u square plus 2gh. Even before case also you got the same thing, right? Clear now? And they can ask alpha also, you know very well, tan alpha, right? Tan alpha is equals to same thing, vy by vx, right? It's clear now? This is about the third case when you project a particle vertically downwards. And next coming to the next projecting from inclination, right? Projecting from plane of inclination. So what we are doing is just we are projecting, what's the time? Yeah, okay. So now what we are doing is we are projecting from a certain inclination. Here with the u velocity you are projecting, imagine with the u velocity you are projecting, and here just imagine first thing, here it is making the angle of inclination is theta, right? And with the surface you are making a alpha, right? With the surface you are making angle alpha, and you are projecting the object with u velocity. It's very clear that if it is angle theta here, then acceleration due to gravity always vertically downwards. Acceleration due to gravity always vertically downwards. And here if it is theta, then this also will be theta, right? Then this is nothing but g cos theta, and this is nothing but g sin theta, right? And here this is y-axis and this is x-axis. So these are the primary arrangements for the projecting an object onto the inclination plane. You projected from here and it reached to this point. Okay, now with how much velocity you have projected? U velocity. Then this u can split into two components. One is u sin alpha and this one is u cos alpha, u cos alpha, right? This it can split into two components. Now here, if you want to find time of flight, right? If you want to find, and you should remember everything like before itself. For example, if you want to find a time of flight, what you have to do, along with y-axis only we have to find out, right? Very simple. One equation I will find. Vy is equals to uy plus ay into t, right? Time of flight it is. I mean, let me take time of ascent. Time of ascent. No need directly will find. Or I'll tell you very simple method for this. Simply to find out the time of flight, you know very well. Time of flight is equals to, for normal projectile, oblique projectile, 2u sine theta by g, right? And you write this equation as t is equals to 2 u sine theta is uy by t, okay? Uy by g. This is the time of flight. So use this equation here and you find out time of flight. Time of flight is equal to 2 into what is uy sine alpha, right? U sine alpha, right? U sine alpha is a what? 2u sine alpha by g, right? This formula you can use, you will have the time of flight. And one more thing, if you want to find out height, the maximum height. So what is maximum height here? This is the maximum height, right? At maximum height, this is the maximum. If you want to find out this h max, then you can use same previously used one equation. What is that? H is equals to u square sine square theta by 2g. Na? How can you write this? H is equals to u sine theta whole square by 2g. What is u? H is equals to, generalizing the formula. I'm doing generalizing, uy square by 2g. This is the generalization formula for the h max. Now you use here the same formula you can use here. H is equals to uy. What is uy here? U square sine square u square sine square alpha by 2g. And one more thing, here g is, before g is vertically down, right? What is the meaning of g here? It's very important. Sorry for forgetting this. What is g here? It's very important. G is nothing but acceleration due to gravity along with y-axis, right? Now before the normal projectile, u sine theta is velocity along with initial velocity along with y-axis, and g is acceleration along with y-axis, right? Now that is why here in this condition it is very important, it is not g. You should remember that ay is acceleration along with y-axis is g cos theta. It is very very important. What is that? G cos theta. Sorry for the forgetting. Okay, we have to write g cos theta here. Clear na? Right? So g cos theta is this is the time of flight equation for time of flight now, right? And next, in the same way here also, 2g in the sense what? G in the sense nothing but 2g in the sense nothing but okay na? What is 2g? 2g in the equation, and g is nothing but acceleration along with y-axis. So that is why uy square by 2 ay. Okay na? So now what is ay? 2 into ay is g cos theta. Okay na? So very simple. Here along with the y-axis also you have to consider the accelerations. Clear na? Now here for finding out range, in this case if you want to find out range, what you have to do, the range is equals to nothing but along with x-axis only na. So range is equals to, let me go with red, right? Range is equals to, velocity along with x-axis. Velocity range is equals to nothing but velocity along with x-axis and time. So here along with x-axis there is an acceleration, so that is why what we have to do is to finding out range, just take it as x. Here to here the distance is, range is x, so range is equals to, you use the formula s is equals to ut plus half ay t square, uy, sorry, not y, right, x along with x-axis we have to use. S is equals to ut plus half at square. By using this formula you can able to find out the range. So now here what you do is, for finding out range, sx is equals to ux into t plus half ax into t square, right? What is sx here? Range. R is equals to ux is what, nana? Ux is nothing but u cos alpha, so u cos alpha into t, u cos alpha into t plus half, what is ax? Ax here is the acceleration, g sin theta, and you should remember that g sin theta is opposite to the initial velocity, that is why you have to take minus g sin theta, right? Axg minus g sin theta into t square. So by using this equation, you can able to find out the range. Let us go for the simplification. Then r is equals to u cos alpha into t minus half g sin theta, okay, half g sin theta t square. So here what you have to do is, in the place of t, in the place of this t, you have to use 2u sin alpha by g cos theta. This time of flight formula you have to apply, then you will get the range. Clear? It's very clear, right? Yeah, check it once, and you should remember that these two formulas, ay and ay, okay na? Yeah. Next, coming to the next, yeah, now this time what we are doing is, we are projecting to downwards, right? In this case this is nothing but, let me take it as a x, let me take it as, I mean x-axis, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So now here we are projecting vertically, I mean from top of the inclination to down. Here this is making angle theta, then g is always vertically downwards. Then what happens, this is also will be theta, and this is g cos theta, and this is g sin theta. And now here if you observe carefully, you are projecting with u velocity by making angle theta with surface, right? This is u sin theta and this is u cos theta, and this is maximum height, this is maximum height. So now if you want to find out same thing, time of flight, what is time of flight formula? Time of flight is nothing but, time of flight is 2uy by ay, right now? So what is 2uy? Uy is nothing but 2u sin, and sorry, here it is not, you're make, let me take it as, here it is theta, here is theta, then you will confuse, right? You will take it as a alpha, you consider this as a alpha. If it is alpha, then you, yeah, u sin alpha. If it is alpha, this is u, you will confuse, na? That's what, sin alpha u cos alpha. So here uy is u sin alpha by ay is, what is ay here? Ay is acceleration along with the y-axis, right? Along with y-axis is g cos theta. So same formula like before only, right? If you observe before, what happens there? The same formula before also you got. See, 2u sin alpha by g cos theta, 2u sin alpha by g cos theta, and h formula also you should remember, 2u sin alpha by g cos theta, and h max is equals to, just before we discussed it, right? H is equals to uy square by 2ay. This is the formula for h max, that is equals to what is uy square, u square sine square alpha by what is ay, ay is g sine theta, sorry, g cos theta. This is a h max formula for the projectile. And here coming to the range, to find out range, what you have to do here, along the range also there is a acceleration, that is why we have to use s is equals to ut plus half at square. In previously there is no acceleration along with range, right? That is why simply used the formula range is equals to horizontal speed into time, but here it's not like that, right? What you have to do, sx is equals to ux into t plus half ax into t square. Now what is sx range? Range is equal to ux is nothing but u cos alpha into t plus half, what is ax? Ax is nothing but g sine theta. See here g sine theta is along with x-axis, so not minus, plus only. So g sine theta into t square. Here in the place of t, what you do, time of flight you substitute, then you will get the range, right? This is about the oblique projectile motion. On every cases we have discussed. You can solve any question if you listen this video. Clear? Thank you. In the next video we'll discuss about the relative velocities, and one more case also is there, that we will discuss in the next no, I'll discuss now itself. Why to go with next, right? So now next, what is next case? Let's see. Yeah, here one more case is there, I did not complete it, still are there.